Please welcome to the show, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin, did you ever
What's
think
up,
you'd
guys?
be back? Cheers.
Excited to be
Cheers.
back. Don't worry. I got this nice throwback theater can.
Well played.
Caitlin Clark just did something no one saw coming, and she did it live on Zoom during a no-holds-barred interview with WNBA legends Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. From the moment she appeared on screen, it was obvious. This wasn't going to be a typical feel-good chat. It was raw, it was real, and it peeled back the curtain on everything, from her transition to the WNBA, to locker room whispers, to what really went down in those gritty college battles. All delivered with Caitlin's trademark humor and charm.
Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. From the second she appeared on screen, it was clear. This wasn't going to be your typical feel-good segment. It was raw. It was real.
Our show loved it. But what exactly did she reveal? And why is everyone in the basketball world buzzing about it right now? Stick around, because Caitlin didn't hold back on anything. She talked about Paige Bueckers, about Diana Taurasi, and
About
even
the team.
addressed the baseless lies
Are you
Sheryl
ready?
Swoopes has been
Let's
spreading
go.
about the team. Ready? Let's dive in. It was the callback heard around the internet. A year ago, Diana Taurasi looked straight into the camera and gave her now iconic warning to Caitlin Clark: reality is coming. Remember that?
Product placement.
There we
Will
go.
Our show loves it. Our show loves it.
Fast forward to this year, and needless to say, Diana had to eat her words. Clark's response? A smirk, a subtle nod, and that confident grin. The energy was electric, witty, playful, but make no mistake, it was also a statement.
What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you know, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Now think about it, 10 years from now. For Diana Taurasi, sharing the floor with Caitlin Clark was more than just another matchup, it was a generational moment. Reflecting on their first game in Phoenix, Taurasi didn't hold back about the atmosphere. It felt like the last game ever to be played. The crowd was electric, the hype was real, and it wasn't just about basketball. It was about witnessing the torch being passed in real time. Diana spoke with admiration, calling it surreal to finally face players she had watched dominate college hoops for years.
Congrats
So
on
you've
your
been watching the
retirement,
first
D.
half.
Thank you.
And congrats
Now-
to you.
Unfortunately,
Well,
reality is
thanks.
coming to me now.
What's your big plans?
in early.
What are you going to do?
You know, I keep telling Sue I thought I was going to have all this time to do all these things. I'm more busy now. So if I give you any advice, play as long as possible.
We'll see. We'll get to 10 years. Then we'll think about it.
It's 10 years.
Caitlin's take was just as classy, though laced with her signature edge. She remembered that Phoenix matchup vividly, but this time, it was personal. We were down by like 10 or 15 and came all the way back to win, she recalled, pride clear in her voice. That comeback wasn't just another stat, it was a defining moment for her and her team. Facing a legend like Taurasi and coming out on top, that's the kind of victory that builds belief. And Caitlin made sure everyone knew it.
What was it like for you two to play against each other?
It was amazing. You know, I've been following Caitlin for so long and been watching her college career just in awe. And to be on the court and, you know, the first game was in Phoenix and it felt like the last game that was ever going to be played. There was such anticipation. The crowd was going crazy. All the people that came out to see Caitlin and you know, our teams play against each other. It really was an amazing moment. And you talked about how, you know, if you could play against anyone that is this new generation. So I got to cross paths with Caitlin, at least for a couple games. And to me, that meant a lot, you know? Like, we've been doing this for a long time, and to see Caitlin do what she does is, I think someone said the other day, I'm like, I want the season to start so I can watch you again.
Beneath all the competitive fire, there was undeniable mutual respect. The moment grew into something far bigger than a single game. It became a clash of eras unfolding in real time. Caitlin and Diana may stand at opposite stages of their careers, but the influence they each hold is timeless. And as they joked and smiled while reliving the memory, one thing was certain: this wasn't just banter. It was basketball's past and future coexisting in perfect harmony.
What it was like to play against D.
Well, I was saying, like, that game in Phoenix, because we only played in Phoenix one time. And it was before Olympic break. Obviously, we had All-Star there too, but it was a great game. Honestly, I'm pretty sure we were down like 10 or 15 and came all the way back and won. That was like our first like win versus a team that was above 500. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Caitlin Clark heads into the new WNBA season with more than just momentum. She's bringing pure firepower. Talking about her revamped roster, she couldn't hide her excitement. A new head coach, Stephanie White. Seasoned veterans like Natasha Howard and Dawana Bonner. Sharpshooters like Sophie Cunningham and defensive anchors like Sydney Colson and Brianna Turner. Clark knows every name, and more importantly, what each brings to the table. But she's also aware of the challenge ahead.
Impact they're both making.
With 7 new additions and limited time to build chemistry, Caitlin's already in figure-it-out mode, and she's fully embracing it.
Caitlin, how excited are you for this next WNBA season? New head coach and Stephanie White. You added Natasha Howard, who Sue knows really well, Dawana Bonner, which I know really well, Sophie Cunningham. I mean, it seems like, you know, from the outside, this roster's ready to compete now, which is easy for us to say. We know there's a process to get there, but like when you see that and you see those names come in, what does that make you feel like?
And it's not just her mental game that's evolved. The physical side has leveled up too. When asked about that viral off-season photo where her arms looked unusually jacked, Caitlin couldn't help but burst out laughing.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously on paper we have a really good team, but you know, you only have, I mean, we start training camp I think on the 27th, and then like we have a back-to-back of preseason games on May 3rd and May 4th. So it's like, you have a very short amount of time to put that together, and 7 new pieces, and whether we carry 11 or 12, like more than half of our roster, like that's, you know, that's a hard thing within itself, but we should be pretty good. And like, I'm excited about it. I think what we needed was, you know, we added a lot more experience. Like in the playoffs, we just didn't have that. We were a young group. Even Kels, like obviously with being with the Fever during her entire career, she hasn't really had the opportunity to play in a ton of playoff games. So having that, whether it's Sydney Folson, whether it's DB, whether it's Natasha Howard, whoever it is, I think having that experience is going to be really good for us and that leadership in the locker room. So I'm excited.
But then came the truth. She admitted she spent serious time in the weight room, not just to look stronger, but to be stronger. She even broke down her growth areas, developing a floater, finishing through contact, and mastering the mid-range. It's obvious she's not training to maintain, she's training to dominate.
There was the viral picture that went around showing off your guns. Everyone's wondering, have you been hitting the weight room? Was it the camera angle? What happened?
Like, how did you do that? I've been trying to do that for 20 years.
AI is getting out of control. Come on.
That kind of self-awareness is rare, especially for someone so early in their pro career. Yet Caitlin's already carrying herself like a seasoned vet. I kind of enjoy it, she said about the grind, referring both to her physical preparation and the leadership load that comes with a star-studded roster. She knows the expectations are sky-high, but she's meeting them head-on. And remember when Sheryl Swoopes claimed the Indiana Fever locker room was toxic?
What are you doing in the off-season working on your game?
You're trying to get stronger, like a lot of time in the weight room, and it's like something like I kind of enjoy, so it's been pretty easy for me to like spend time in there and really work on that part of my game. And you know, I think the biggest thing on the court is just like that mid-range area. Like I got pretty uncomfortable in there when I would get in there, whether that's like I didn't really have any floater. I didn't like taking a mid-range jump shot. So just getting more comfortable, like when I get my feet kind of into the paint, and honestly trying to just add a floater to my game, and you know, finishing through contact and little things like that. But I think just going back to the weapons that we've added this year, like there's going to be so many different things that we're able to do that I think it'll be able to make my life a little bit easier, and it should make everybody's life a little bit easier on our team.
This is where I want to be. With that, Caitlin Clark finally addressed the controversy head-on.
People in the Fever were like, y'all.
That's not my point. There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit going on around there.
It's a lot. Yeah. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
She confirmed what everyone suspected all along. What Sheryl Swoopes said simply wasn't true.
She confirmed what we all knew all along. What Swoopes said were simply not true.
I think it's something you kind of just become used to. It's like people think they know what's going on inside of your locker room, and they just don't. At the end of the day, it's just, you know, the girls that you have in there, and then obviously your coaching staff, and that's all that matters. And honestly, like, the best thing about last year is like we honestly had so much fun together. Yeah, we lost our first 8 games or whatever, but like we wouldn't have won if we didn't have a tight-knit circle or a good locker room. And that's the reason we kind of turned everything around, is just we like needed some time. We were a young group, and we figured it out. But yeah, it was really fun, honestly.
The best thing about last year, Caitlin explained, was that we honestly had so much fun together. Yeah, we lost our first 8 games or whatever, but we wouldn't have turned it around without a tight-knit circle and a good locker room. That's what made the difference. We were young and just needed time to figure it out, and we did. It was really fun. Caitlin Clark knows exactly what it's like to go to battle with UConn, and she remembers every second of it. We played them 3 times, she recalled, from the Phil Knight Invitational to the Sweet 16, and finally in the Final Four. Each matchup was a test, and every time Geno Auriemma's squad came locked in. They always had the best scouts against me, she said. You could just tell how smart he is.
So when you play against a Coach Auriemma coached team, what kind of beast is that?
Well, I think they just are so disciplined. Like, that's just, they're going to do what they do. They're going to do it really well. And also, I think, like, for myself, facing his teams, like, they always had some of the best scouts against me. Like, you can tell how smart he is.
Yeah.
Like, he understands the game. He's coached against so many really good players. And, there were games I would go into and, like, the scouts were just like, it was just like, come on. Like, why are you going under ball screens? Why are you in drop coverage? But, like, he just made it difficult.
That wasn't just flattery. It was respect mixed with a little frustration. Whether it was defensive traps, switching coverages, or elite guards pressing her full court, Caitlin made it clear, UConn never made anything easy. He always had something up his sleeve, she said about Geno. It made every game feel like a chess match.
He would throw different defenders at me, and obviously having Nika Mule last year, like, she's probably one of the better defenders that I've faced. Like, she's just up in your grill. She'll pick you up 94 feet, like, but then he just always has an answer, has different people, and I think that's one of the best things about him. Like, he has one game plan, but then he has something in his back pocket that he can go to, and that's going to bother you again.
But it's not just the program Caitlin respects, it's the players too. When asked about Paige Bueckers, her tone shifted to pure admiration. Her poise, Caitlin said instantly. That's something you absolutely need coming into the W. She praised Paige's calm, composed nature on the floor, how nothing seems to rattle her, no matter the moment.
When you watch Paige play and you see her in the next level, what are the things that obviously she's going to take to the WNBA and it's going to translate instantly? And what are the things that, it takes you a couple games to get used to?
I think her poise, like, that's something you need coming into the W. It, like, all hits you so fast. Is like, you're moving to a new city, you're trying to understand new teammates, you have a new coach, while you're trying to live up to all these expectations. And I think that's, like, one of the greatest things about her game is just her poise and her maturity, and nothing ever seems to faze her.
She can score at all 3 levels, Caitlin continued, calling Paige's mid-range jumper one of the best I've ever seen. That's high praise from someone who's dominated at every level herself. But she didn't stop there. Caitlin also highlighted Paige's versatility. She can run the point or play off the ball, she said with a grin. That'll be really interesting next to Aya.
I think she'll honestly fit right in, so. And like,
so
that arena's fun to play in too. Like, it's a small place,
Yeah.
It's loud. Honestly, they should move every game to American Airlines, because I think Paige has that type of draw. Like, she'll be able to bring those type of fans in. I know we're playing there one of our games. Hopefully the other one gets moved too. We would appreciate that, Dallas Wings, if you can move the other one. But
I love them. I love this.
A conversation's getting good when it shifts to technical fouls. And with Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, and Caitlin Clark all in the mix, you just knew it was about to get entertaining.
Speaking of how much D loved refs and technicals and ejections, here's the time Diana got ejected and sent me this photo from the locker room.
Oh my gosh, you got
tossed.
Got tossed.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, Dee, tell us. What happened?
The discussion turned into what could only be described as a comedic therapy session, with each legend confessing their not-so-peaceful moments on the court. Diana owned hers proudly, laughing as she recalled getting tossed after picking up techs in both the first and third quarters. It was time to go home, she joked.
I think I picked one up quick in the first quarter, which is you're always doomed when you pick up a quick one. And then I picked one up in the third quarter and it was time to go home. So I took my ass to the back and chilled out, and my team got the win, and we went from there. But
How
I
many
had to make.
technicals did you get last year?
Say that again, Kaylin.
How many technicals did you get last year?
So last year, I think the limit is 7 and you
It's
get
7, yeah.
suspended?
You got 6.
I got 6.
Sue, meanwhile, boasted her near-perfect record, earning playful groans and eye rolls from both sides. Then the focus turned to Caitlin. I got 6, she admitted, referencing the WNBA 7-tech limit. Then, with a deadpan grin, she added, half of mine weren't even for talking to refs.
I got 2 for slapping the stanchion of the hoop, and then I got another one for accidentally hitting somebody in the eye. So half of mine weren't even like me getting to talk to the ref, which is dumb.
Yeah. I hate those side technicals. It's like, just look away. Why are you looking at me?
Act like you didn't
Just
see
go
it.
call the foul. No. What are you looking at me for?
But even through all the laughter, there was a serious undertone beneath it. Caitlin knows the optics, the expectations, and the leadership role she's stepping into. That's why she closed with a subtle promise to head coach Stephanie White to keep the fire alive but stay within the lines. Still, when asked to set an over-under on her technicals this season, she laughed and promised only 2. Both Diana and Sue, of course, confidently took the over.
I got 6 too.
I
But
had
this
2 my
year,
whole career.
Hey, you
This year I'm
got
not.
too. I can see it. Yeah.
oh wow, Sue, you're so perfect. That's good.
Okay, Caitlin, over under technicals.
The
next
refs
year.
love me.
I'm going 4.5.
For
Over
Caitlin?
under.
Over.
Over 4.5. I'm
Under.
going over 2.
I already told.
No
I already
way.
Told,
No
I already
way.
told Steph too. Nice.
2.
And it's more games.
Oh, it's
Well,
more
the
games.
thing is, the
odds are against you.
I was close to getting suspended for our last game, and like obviously every front office or your GM like tries to like get your technicals taken away, and they wouldn't take any of mine away.
As the interview wound down, the jokes
As
kept
the
coming.
interview wound down,
Diana
the
playfully
laughs
warned
kept
Caitlin
rolling.
about the infamous WNBA
Diana
All-Star
teased
setup
Caitlin
game,
about the
calling it a
infamous
rookie trap,
WNBA
while
All-Star
Caitlin, cup in
setup
hand,
games,
just grinned
while
and said,
Caitlin,
I
cup
had a
in-
great time. It was a full circle moment, legends and the league's newest superstar bonding over stories, wild games, and the beautiful chaos that makes the WNBA what it is. And as Sue and Diana wished her luck for the season ahead, you could feel it. Caitlin Clark isn't just part of the conversation anymore.
Do you want to be like her or you want to be like me? This is your choice this year. This is your choice.
It's like the
I'll be in
angel
the
of the
middle.
devil.
I'll be in the middle. Don't worry.
In the middle. Thank you.
Perfect. All right, guys, I don't know if you saw, but this is turning into a little bit of a blowout. A little bit of a...
Oh my God.
We are going to take a look at some memories. Caitlin versus Dee in the All-Star game in Phoenix. As Diana likes to call it, the ultimate.
That's the setup game.
It's a setup game.
Caitlin, when you're on the next national team, don't play in that game. It's the ultimate setup.
It's a setup.
It's a setup.
You guys are all
None of
loose.
you guys. I
guys
just
are
want
all
you guys to
loose.
smile. I was having fun.
I had a
want you
great
to have
time.
fun.
I had a great time.
Yeah,
I
look
had
at
my
Sue.
cup in my hand. I had a great time.
Who's having the best
Sue
time ever?
said
Caitlin,
she was
thank you
rooting
so-
for the team WNBA.
I was on that side of the court.
Caitlin Clark didn't just join the conversation. She owned it, even in a Zoom room with 2 of the greatest to ever do it. She proved she's more than hype. She's sharp, grounded, and carries the kind of edge that earns nods from legends. From playful banter to unfiltered honesty, she showed exactly why the future of women's basketball is in steady, fearless hands. And if this interview is any indication of what's coming next, on and off the court, fans are in for something truly special. Let us know in the comments how excited you are, because training camp tips off in just a few weeks and preseason is right around the corner. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a moment. Click the video on your screen, and we'll see you in the next one.